night belonged to the beast. It moved like a shadow through the Tsavo railway camp, a force of nature, a whisper of death. Its massive paws pressed soundlessly into the earth, muscles coiled like a tightened bowstring. The camp slept unaware. The thorn barriers meant to keep it out were nothing but a suggestion, easily torn apart with a silent swipe of its monstrous claws. It did not kill for hunger. No, this was something else. This was fury. This was judgment. A worker stirred in his tent, sensing something wrong in the air. He turned, but it was too late. A flash of golden eyes, a rush of breath, and the lion had him. The scream was brief, cut off as the beast dragged its prey into the darkness. Silence fell again, but only for a moment. Then panic erupted. Lanterns flared, men shouted, but by then the lion was already gone, a phantom in the night. At sunrise, Owino stood on a jagged outcrop overlooking the Tsavo River. The wind carried distant screams from the camp below. She had known this day would come. The lion was no ordinary beast. It was the rage of the gods given form, and no ordinary man could stand against it. Owino was no ordinary woman. She was born under the watchful eyes of gods who did not share their gifts lightly. They gave her strength, they gave her valor, but they also made her untouchable. Any man who sought her heart would face their wrath. And now, as a lion's shadow stretched across Tsavo, the gods had spoken again. James Patterson was a builder, not a warrior. He had come to Tsavo to tame the wild, to carve a path for steel and steam through the heart of Africa. But the land had other plans. Every night, the lion struck. Every day, fear thickened in the air like smoke. The men whispered of a curse, of a demon that could not be stopped. James refused to believe in demons, but he knew death when he saw it. He moved through the tall grass with Owino beside him. She walked with the ease of predator, spear balanced in her grip, watching the land the way only a native could. He held his rifle tight, sweat beating down his neck, though the air was cool. They were close. He could feel it. The lion was not just hunting. It was watching, waiting. The line between hunter and hunted blurred. The night fell, and with it, the lion's wrath. The barriers were useless. It tore through the camp, dragging men into the black abyss beyond the lantern's reach. It was not quick. It wanted them to fear. James stood in his tent, hands clenched, heart pounding. It was not just an animal. It was something deeper. It was judgment, and it had come for him. And yet, beneath the terror, something else burned inside him, a fire he did not recognize. Owino stood outside, her eyes reflecting the flames of the camp, waiting for him to act. She feared for him. She did not want him to fight. But something inside him had already changed. When the moment came, when the lion lunged from the darkness, James did not hesitate. His hands did not shake. His body did not waver. He met its rage with his own, his rifle cracking like thunder through the night. The bullet found its mark. The beast roared, twisting in agony, but James did not stop. He shot again, and again. The lion fell. The camp was silent. Blood dripped from James' hands, but he barely felt it. His heart thundered in his chest, his muscles ached, his body burned. He had never felt more alive, and when he turned, Owino was there. She looked at him, truly looked at him, and for the first time, he understood. Love was not gentle. Love was not safe. It was fury. It was survival, and only those willing to fight for it could ever hold on to it. The gods had tested him, and he had answered, and in that moment, Owino saw him as something more than a man. The lion was dead, but something greater had awakened, and for the first time, the gods were silent.